But then as well, you're taking a look here overall, right? The market in a market sense, and some of these tickers are already down 50+%. Right. So you don't, once again, you don't need OKLO for the market to be successful. So just my thoughts on that, particularly here on OKLO and just going, going through other companies as well. Just my thoughts. As I round out this thing, take advantage of what you can take advantage of. I told people like choose 3 to 5 things that you know you want. Obviously, you can't get everything. I'm publishing lists of, 30, 40 things at a time, but that just shows you the opportunities that are being opened up. But choose, the 3 to 5 that make the best sense for yourself, right? Like not obviously not everything makes sense for you. And, that is okay. You know what I mean? So definitely not everything makes sense for you. So you want to, like I said, make sure that you protect yourself. So yep. Last questions before we wrap up. Next meeting will be on Tuesday. So I'll post the schedule out. Uh, you can use this. There'll be some things I publish in the Discord. So pay attention to those things. But I think we're ready. We're prepared. We're prepped. Appreciate everybody's execution. I do want to give some flowers to people this week. We had I won't say an all-time high, but we broke the highest number of people active participating on Zooms in the past 4 months. So it was not necessarily an all-time high, but as far as activity level in the past 4 months, we had the most people attend classes as well as watch recordings as well, in addition combination. So I do want to give people their flowers in that regard. Uh, we had about 60% of the community who either showed up for a class or who watched the recording, right? So that number went up expeditiously. Now, the thing I will say is, don't just slack off now. Don't let that, I understand. I don't expect that number to stay the same. Let's not let it drop drastically. Once again, a lot of times if we spend more time preparing, then it makes it easier when the worst happens. You know what I mean? So I do want to say that. Do want to give the community, you guys, your flowers in that regard, but utilize the resources as they're available for you. I know some people work overnight, some people, work midday. Everyone has a different shift that they may work, business that they're running, but just utilize use the time that you have when you're available to come in and tap in and get the information because it's right here ready for you. So when you had a time, you're available, do what you got to do. So that's why we record it. We try to put out as much as information as possible. So, definitely. Miss Moore, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. 24/7 for sure. Yep. That is a fact. So I had a couple questions on SMCI. So let me get SMCI real quick. Did have a couple questions there. Super micro, still within like this demand zone. So you're not really seeing SMCI get back down to $17 to $22. Like it's kind of bottomed again here at 2025 as of now. So it's not a bad price to pay compared to its valuation. Not a bad price, but to me, still not a perfect price. If you have the risk tolerance, then I think it makes a ton of sense, for you to get exposed here now. So those are my thoughts, particularly on SM Sizzle. So that's what I call it, SM Sizzle. So those are my thoughts at this time on SMCI. Yep. Netflix, I think you got to see NFLX get below 77. So Netflix get below 77. That's next. It's looking like it's making a lower, right? It's made a lower low. Now you're getting ready to make a lower high. You may be coming in late, but gold, we covered that a couple times here already. Gold, in my opinion, and silver will probably be range bound for a little minute before taking any significant move. Question: do you think it's premature to be in NVIDIA puts before that 164 level? I do. Good question here, Christopher. I do. I would not short NVIDIA unless it gets below 164. So I do. Anything above that is likely to get popped and bounced right back up. Yep. I do think it is premature. Yep. Good question. Did you cover SoFi? I lost power. Yeah, I pretty much just told people, sorry, you lost power. Hopefully everything's good. Um, but yeah, I think SoFi, as far as SoFi Technologies, if you looked at those puts last week, took those, you definitely should have closed those out at the target. Back here at 20 bucks, came down to $19.76. That was the target. Came down there, got a little bit extra meat on the bone as well too. All right, so SoFi, you're looking back now, probably a rejection here at 21.84. The spot you want to buy SoFi is $10 to $15. So if you're looking for a long-term investment on SoFi, not right now. 10 to 15. Yep, 10 to 15. All right, great people. So we'll wrap this thing up. Appreciate you guys for your time. And you